How's it going, guys? It's G Wolf here, and today we're going to be doing something pretty cool. We're going to be watching the Bâan anime, and this anime is a short film by Gigguk, who is an anime YouTuber. He is one of the goats, in my opinion. He's great, and we're going to be giving obviously our review on it and our rating on it as well afterwards. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing right now. We're just gonna be kind of going through the movie. I'll probably stop it at times that I want to point out something that I like or whatnot. So for for your FYI, I did watch the English premiere with Giguk, and so I have seen this movie already. So, but I have not seen it in Japanese though. So I am excited to see it in Japanese. I watched it in English and it was really good. And so um but I wanted to experience it again in Japanese. And so basically we're going to be kind of going through this anime and like I said, I'll point things out. A little heads up though, I do know that Giguk stated that some of the music portions are kind of, so he made it where he wanted its people to be able to share and review it as they wish without getting striked. Which, hey, I'm very grateful for the opportunity that he's allowing me to do this. So it's not just me; it's anyone. Yeah, he shouted and said, "Hey, if you want to make review content on it, go for it." So I'm going for it. And but he did say that some of the music might be copy or it might be like, I guess you could say, just kind of muted. It might be muted. So if I'm like talking or like you hear me and I'm muted or something like that, that's probably just that the you know just a YouTube video just muting out those parts that's wants to protect, because he wants to protect the music, because well, Kevin Bacon, he's the goat. He doesn't want people to rip his music off. So basically, that's really it. That's the only time I might be muted. I might just make facial expressions because, like, hey, if I hear a song, I might be like, "Am I muted?" And you can't hear me, but I'll be saying things anyways. In any case, let's go ahead and get started. I am looking forward to watching in Japanese. Loved it in English, so looking forward to watching in Japanese now. All right, let's go. Gotta make sure my subs are on. Okay, good.
一緒に行く。
ユーサニアでは200年に一度の歴史と奇跡があなたを待っています。
まったくあの子ったら。
まもなく第一フロア、第一フロア。お降りの方は忘れ物にご注意ください。コスモライナーは帝国の発車を予定しております。本日の第一フロアのご利用は20時
またかよ。俺の PC の作りやめてくんないかな。
最終は
I wouldn't want my mom to be going through my PC either, to be honest, little bro. Some things are better not known.
行ってきます。お父さん。
何よこれ、危険レベル2じゃない。
第2フロア、第2フロア。お降りの方は忘れ物にご注意ください。本日もコスモライナーをご利用
心配なのはわかるけど重い。
あなたはここまで。
The dragon design is really cool. They were glazing it in one of the trash taste episodes, and but the dragon's pretty cool. It's just kind of just chilling there for the most part, but I'm like, it's a really cool design. So
あれじゃあね。
やっと出た。メッセージ
行ってきます。
the one thing I thought there when he was like when he quickly hung up his mom, I was like, hey, like sometimes we're not always gonna be able to, we're not always gonna have our mom around, and so I felt like he was kind of taking that for granted in a way, but always remember, hey, like if you do have a mother or you do have a father, I know not everyone is blessed with having. I was blessed with having a mother and a father, and they both are very active in my life, and so um, having the ability to be able just to call my mom or have my mom call me at any time is, sometimes I take it for granted, but we should always remember, hey, sometimes our mom or dad might get on our nerves and whatnot, but hey, just know that say they love you. So sometimes you just gotta listen to what they say. So that was just what I was thought. I was just like, man, bro shouldn't be hanging up his mom like that. Like it's kind of messed up, but hey, I get it. He's going through his little phase or whatever it is. And also, I did notice one thing it didn't say, but I'm pretty sure it's inferred was that maybe he doesn't have a father. I don't know. Maybe he's a single mom, but maybe that's why he's acting the way he is or something like that. So, but I'll get onto that a little bit more after the video. Anyways, back to the movie.
行ってきます。
とにかく一旦戻る。
ちゃんと自分の足で見つけたいんだ。
楽しみ。
That face is so adorable. That face is so adorable. I like it.
お願いします。
I like it when anime girls have like little stars in their eyes and they're just excited. It's adorable.
わかりました。
ここで新しい生活が始まる。
I will say I really like the teleport sequence. I think it was really cool. I also think it's really creative. I remember Giga bringing it up in his panel they did for AX about how like they wanted to find a different way rather than just the standard, oh, I'm summoned to a new world or I die and I reincarnate to a new world. So I thought that was it was a new and interesting take on the whole I guess you could say isekai aspect of this anime. Sorry, I had to turn on my fan. Me for real every morning. I hate waking up early. Sucks.
来た。ちょいちょい。どうか一つ。ちゃん れどれ。13社目ダメですか？
This part kind of resonated with me personally. It probably resonated with others too. But for me personally, I've had this situation happen to me. I've had this where, you're going out, you're doing the best you can to get hired by these companies, and they might have all these standards that you just don't meet, and you get rejected on, rejected on, rejected in, or rejected on, and it just sucks. Like honestly, it's the worst. I wouldn't wish upon anyone just to be rejected continually. It's something that's, I mean, a lot of us have gone through, and yeah, it resonates with me because I'm like, it hurts. Like like I said, you put your all into the best person you can for this company, and they say, we don't like you, we don't want you, and that hurts. It really hurts. Yeah. In any case, that resonated with me.
そうですか。メル。
Also, I like that she has like the force basically. Like I know it's like magic, but it's like the force. I forgot what it's called, but it's literally just the force from Star Wars. It's like it was like, yeah, come here. That'd be so nice to have, just to be like, hey, let me make my food and just force it all the way while I'm sitting on the couch watching anime or something. So it would be nice, but yeah, I forgot what the power is called when you can move objects. Something with a T. It's not. My mind keeps saying it's telepathy. I'm like, it's not telepathy. Telepathy is where you talk via your mind. It's freaking telekinesis. Oh my gosh, I just figured it out. Okay. All right.
14社目。
Hey, 1-4, baby. 14.
お断りはなしでお願い。背景、採用、採用、
Skip.
採用。
Yeah, skip to the good part.
採用。
Best feeling ever. Both the English and the Japanese did that scene pretty good. I do kind of like. I guess you could say they did it really good. I do think Sid did it a little better though. I thought her energy in that scene was really good though. I mean, yeah. Anyways, I really like that scene when she's just spinning around and being happy. I wish I could fly. That'd be kind of cool.
意外といける。料理とかしたことなかったけど。
大丈夫。座ってなさい。
一緒に
Yeah, that was. I remember when I was first watching it during the premiere. That was the first time that I was questioning. I'm like, oh, I think he comes from maybe a single parent household, which I mean, it's hard. Like I said, like I explained earlier, but yeah, that was the scene that kind of made me think like, oh, okay. But like it's not said, but it's definitely inferred.
やりたかったんだよ。本当に。
お電話ありがとうございます。カスタマーサポートセンターのリンでござい
お
ま
前らが売ったあれあるだろ。あれがな、使ってない間に壊れたんだよ。今すぐあれの代わり持ってこい。
す。お客様、あれって
あれに決まってんだ。
It'd be so nice if I could just do this, and then people I just didn't want to hear just no more. I don't want to hear it. As you hit it with the con type thing from Chainsaw Man, basically. Oh gosh. Anyways,
ごめんなさい。
これで間違いなさそうだな。
I freaking knew it. I freaking knew it. I knew that's what he said. I was just like, because I remember in English, he's like, it's bitter. I was just like, no, I know the word he's going to use Japanese in this scene. And I was just like, Niga! Yeah, and I'm saying the Japanese for those who are wondering. I'm not saying the other word, which you might think I might be saying, but Niga means it's like bitter or bitter in Japanese. So I just want to clarify for those who didn't know. Can't be spouting out racial slurs, you know.
キリスタ明日も頑張ろう、まだ大丈夫そうね。
なあ大地、就活とかして
So is it like, I'm just wondering, like asparagus? I mean, that's not asparagus. Kind of looks like asparagus almost. I don't know. That's just me. Sorry. I was just like,
んの
maybe
いやまだお前んち開業医だもんな
it's asparagus.
このまま親んところで働く感じ多分それはない
Wait a minute. Did he say, my bad.
働く感じ多分
Okay, so I guess I answered my own question from earlier. So I guess he does have two parents. It just doesn't show the dad. Okay, no, that's my question has now been answered. So he probably does. He says your folks, which probably implies that he does have a mom and dad. So, well, that answers that question.
多分それはない
It could also mean them just saying folks as in like just family and not meaning that he has a mom and dad. So it could be taken both ways. I'm not sure. So no magic. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I thought they would have like a little subtitle showing what this says in the with the subs on, but I guess it doesn't. I was kind of curious on what it said. I guess I won't know. I don't read Japanese. So. Something. I just put two and two together. Something that just came up. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Sorry. So I remember earlier, Daichi, I think, was talking about how he wished that he could cook like his mom. And then I just noticed then that when he's feeding that older woman his food, she likes it. So it's like he's getting better at, his that's like his character progress or character development is that he's getting better at cooking. Little small thing. I mean, it's not like it's anything big, but that's cool though. I think that's a good way of showing his character development. I think that's a really cool shot. Just like the two moons and like the whatever this is, the magical pixie dust. I don't know what it's called, but it's a cool shot though. This dragon is he's literally just aura farming this whole freaking movie. Look at him. He's just like, I'm here and you know I'm here. If I remember, I think there's like I know it's all based off of like, the Thai lore and stuff like that. I think Gigguk explained it once, but I forgot. I know there's a reason why he's just chilling in the sky, though. I know there's a reason. I just don't know what it is. I can't explain it.
性が始まった。
奴らが来るぞ。全員を張れ。おいよ。
リンラだ、卵を守るのよ。
はい。
I was curious about this process because I thought it was shedding its skin at the first, but obviously, you know, she gets the egg of the new one, but so it's just dead basically. Is that what it just dies? I'm not gonna lie, I was a little confused. I was like, I thought it was just shedding its skin at first, and then obviously, you know, we have this part where she gives her the egg. Is it like a phoenix type thing where it's like resurrected? I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to. I was trying to figure out what this process was. It's cool though. I thought the whole process is pretty cool though.
あいつはまだか。よし、あとは任せろ。
And you're wondering that's not gonna be like affect the review. I'm just kind of curious on what's that process is. That's really it.
漏らさず仕留めるぞ。風車、なんでこいつらまで。
Wait, what did he call them?
漏らさず仕留めるぞ。風車、なんで。
Ursha. Ursha. Okay, that's what they're called. Ursha. I'm just curious. So like, did these monster type things like, did they just kill everyone? I mean, like, I remember like in this scene right here. Are they just dead? Like, why aren't they running away? That's I was just kind of curious. I was like, is it like for the ritual? Is it like a sacrifice? I was just kind of curious on what the ritual was. Honestly, I was just trying to kind of figure it out. Like I said, this is not going to affect like my thoughts on the like what the thing is. I was just curious on what was going on. That's really it. I know that it probably just didn't have enough time to explain it, but yeah, I was just curious.
なんか様子が変だな。
あの日。
あの日。
I'm not gonna lie. That was a really, really cool twist that they did. Like, it's not anything crazy mind blowing, but it's just a really cool twist. It's like, oh, okay, so I realized that's because you know at the beginning when they teleport, I was thinking, oh, they just one at the same time. You know, one went to the other world, the other one went to the other world, and so I thought it was like a side by side type story at first, but then it was a really cool where it was like, oh no, so basically, you know, you realize, oh, that's younger him, and like when she gets old, and then she's older, she goes basically on a similar journey, which is cool. Like when I seen that in the when I first watched it during the premiere, I was just like, oh my gosh, that's really cool. So and for the fact that they were able to get that kind of twist in only about 18 minutes, a really good job. And honestly, it's almost like they did it really well. So that's something I'll talk more about. But anyways.
あの日、俺は自分がいるべき場
Also,
所。
I just noticed this little dude. Is that the baby dragon version? That's kind of adorable. His little eyes. Look at the eyes. It's kind of cute.
自分がいるべき場所を見つけることができた。
Kind of looks like a big flying flower. That's what a big flying flower. Big flying flower.
あの日。 大地にいろんなものを背負わせてしまった。だから私は
りんちゃん行こう。
Something I just noticed was, oh, so the wings and the thing, they just go through? Sorry, this is just something I noticed. I was like, oh, I didn't realize it when I was watching it. So it's like, I'm just, because I'm not gonna lie, when I thought she was leaning, I thought like the things were gonna be, crumpled in, like, because like she's leaning against a wall, so the things would go through. I mean, I don't know. I'm just noticing it now. But, oh, so it goes through. So like, so it's just like it just goes through. Like they like the wings are some kind of ethereal thing that can just go through things. Once again, I'm asking questions that I'm just curious about. That's cool though. So they kind of just they can just go through things, which that's kind of neat.
あったかいな。雪降ってるのに。お酒ってこんな感じ。
I'm not gonna lie. When I first watched the movie and when now, this is my favorite face she makes. It's so adorable. She's just chilling and then she's like, like little cute face. I was like, hey yo, if they get like a plushie of this, or she's just chilling like that, I'm like, hey, I'd buy it, man. I'd friggin' buy it. Hey yo, Gigguk, get on that get on that production plan now and start making some Rin plushies. Like Rin plushies win, bro. I'm joking, but yeah, no, these I like this. I like this. It's just a cute little scene.
ねえねえ、りんちゃん、魔法使ってみせてよ。ダメダメ、魔法は禁止。大丈夫。ここ会社じゃないし。
魔法使えるのりんのいいところなのに。
そう？じゃあ飛んじゃね。みんなだちゃん。
Uh-oh, got caught.
おいしいカレー食べに来ない？今日は早めに閉めよっか。
わかった。
もっち遊ぼう。
ルナ、上に上がるよ。
やだ、もっちと遊ぼう。
ほら、早く。
まだ眠くない。
じゃあ、ゲームでもしよっか。
いいよ。どうぞ。ありがとう。家族がいると賑やかでいいね。もう一人増えるし。だね。おめでとう。私さ、大に影響を受けてユーサニアを出てみたの。ちょっとだけのつもりがこっちが家になって大事な家族もできた。いいなあ、そういうの。私ももっと頑張んなきゃ。無理しなくてもいいのよ。私たちユーサニア人は気持ちの嘘はつ。
So the wings just basically out you all the time. You're like, I'm happy, and your wings are like this, and like, no, you're not. You're a liar. That's kind of funny. I would be like, well, she really is. She can't. She, holds. What's the phrase? She has to wear her emotions on her shoulder, and basically no one cannot see it because it's literally there. That kind of sucks though. So someone always knows what mood you feel.
けないから。ああ、そうそう。それ。
I guess there could be times where it's a little subtle, so maybe you can't tell, but it's like, yeah, I don't know.
大から預かってる。メッセージを見て。
今これを見てるってことはアンさんからスマホを渡されてるよな。そっちに行って1週間後かもしれないし1年後かもしれない。ちゃんとご飯食べてる？
I'm not sure. I think there might be a song coming up soon, so I might get muted here in a bit, but we'll see.
お父さんもさ、カレー作ってた。一人なのに作りすぎちゃって。リンがいつもいっぱい食べるから。リンはきっとそっちでいっぱい頑張ってるよな。でもあんまり頑張りすぎないでいいから。好きな時に
いつでも帰っておいで。
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this dude? This is a hologram? Oh my. Oh, okay. I think I just made you be a hologram.
あんまり頑張
I thought it was like just like another dude chilling.
りすぎないでいいから、好きな時にいつでも帰っておいで。それじゃ。
Oh look, I could tell she's happy. Look, her wings went up. She's happy. She's happy.
お願いします。
かしこまりました。
お願いします。
Also, that's a really good shot. Anyways.
お願いします。
かしこまりました。
ただいま。
おかえり。今夜はユーサニア名物大カレーだ。
いただきます。
どう？
Such an adorable face.
最高。
Probably gonna stop right there because I'm pretty sure that song is getting muted. Unfortunately, I would love to just sit here and listen to it, but I just want to make sure I get this video out with little to no muted. I think the only part that will probably be muted is earlier when that song was playing during the sequence when she's running home. Honestly, that's probably the best sequence in the entire anime. That was the entire film. That was a really cool sequence because like you see her teleport down or up. I'm not sure. Teleport to where she needs to be. She gets there. She starts walking. Then she starts running. I mean, just like if you go look at it. I mean, I'm not gonna play it, but because there's gonna be music playing. But like if you just look at it, here I might play it without music just in case. Like yeah, if you just look at it, man, dude, like she runs. And then she starts flying. I was like, that's so cool. That was a really cool little moment that they captured of her she's happy to finally go home. And then like the little scenes where she's like saying bye to some of her friends. Obviously, I think she's gonna probably go back, I would think. Go back to Earth, you could say. From Euthania, I believe is the name of this place. Oh, I thought that was interesting. It says like no magic, but she crosses it out like, nah, I'm about to do some magic here, baby. And then the freaking dragon starts flying with her. I was like, bruh, that's like something I would be like, hey, yo, I'd love to freaking be flying around with dragons and stuff. That's so. Anyways, really cool sequence. All in all, though, so time to get into, I guess you could say, the nitty gritty part of the video, which is where I kind of break it down just a little bit and maybe kind of go over. Obviously, I'm going to give my rating and just my personal review on this anime. But first off, I did want to start with a little bit of a story. So something you guys probably don't know. I usually don't really talk about it much, but I work for a anime page called Anime Corner, and so uh, what is it? This last Anime Expo, I actually had the privilege of interviewing Gigguk and some other people at Geek Plus, and that was a really really fun interview. Honestly, I was fanboying. Okay, so how it goes is so I'm dumb. For some reason, I didn't realize I was going to be interviewing Gigguk, and also something another thing is that Gigguk is one of my favorite creators. Like, I won't say I've been watching him since day one because that would be a lie. To be honest, I didn't really start watching him like faithfully and like I guess you could say really dive into his content till about 2020 when Trash Taste came around. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've heard about him, but like I think I watched like one video of him like maybe around like 2018 or something like that. I forgot, but maybe just like a video where and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. To be honest, I didn't really get into anime until like around like a little bit after high school. So I guess you could say I'm a little bit of a newer anime fan, but I mean, I watched a lot now, I'd say, but I think I've gotten to the point where I definitely am past that part, and I'm definitely a more of an anime veteran, I'd say. Of course, obviously, there's people that have seen a lot more anime, but it's not about how much anime you've seen. It's all about if you love the medium and you love the stuff like that. In any case, uh, I started getting into a lot of geek stuff around. I'd say truly started getting. I started hearing about him in 2020 because that's just kind of like I heard about Trash Taste and I heard about there's these three guys and they do this film. I mean I have a Trash Taste shirt on. I love Trash Taste. Amazing. They they're always something I could look forward to every week. In any case, that's kind of when I was introduced to Gigguk. I'm not gonna lie, was through that, and then I also obviously I've seen some of his anime videos. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really like. I don't know why. His first impression, I didn't really like Gigguk in the beginning. I don't know why. I just and then like I think it was maybe because I saw this video of an opinion that I just didn't agree with or something, and I just was like, nah, he sucks. I don't like him. And then like as I got to watching it and stuff like that, that's when I found that I actually really do like this guy. He's a good creator, and obviously, I wish I could be like I was there from day one. I wasn't. I would be completely honest, but I'm here now as a fan, huge fan, uh, and you've inspired me to do, to just be like someone who watches anime and critiques in ways that makes sense. And in any case, sorry, I've been jumping all over the place, but yeah. Going back to the point of the story I had with AX when I interviewed him. So, like I said, I didn't realize I was going to be interviewing him that day, and so it was funny because I was talking when I was in the room when we were waiting for our interview people to get in. My partner I was with was like, "Oh yeah, so yeah, we're going to be interviewing Giga Dillingu and I think it was Otaku VS or Versus. Sorry if I butchered that. Yeah, I remember he was like, and then I'm not gonna lie, the only word I heard him say in that sentence, well, I heard it was like, "You're gonna be interviewing Gigguk," and I was like, "Wait, did you just say Gigguk?" And then like, literally not even like 20 seconds later, like he comes in the room, and is like, "Hey, I'm here for the." Oh, he says with an British accent, "I'm here for the anime corner," and I was just like, What's up, Gigguk? I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I started fanboy, and I was trying so hard to just control my my fanboyness, even throughout the interview. Oh my gosh, because we record our interviews. Obviously, I can't. We're not allowed to bring out the video, or not the video, the recording thing, but we do it for transcription purposes. And yeah, no, it was just kind of funny because I was just like, I listened to it and I sound so cringe. You know, when you meet someone that you really like, and I'm trying to hold it in. You can hear it. Even my partner was like, "Yeah, you're kind of bad boy, man." I was like, "I know. I'm so sorry. I was trying not to. I was trying so hard not to." And I was trying to stay professional throughout the interview, but I think it went well though. He had a lot of stuff. We talked to, obviously it wasn't just Gigguk, it was a couple other creators, Dylan Goo and Otaku Versus, and we were just talking to them about their different projects they're doing, which I'm looking forward to a lot of their projects. But yeah, no. So I had the privilege of interviewing him and obviously going to his panel, and it was just a lot of fun just to see how far that's you know he came from. Just, I guess you could say he was working on this for 2 years, which is he kept a secret for about 2 years. I mean, I actually knew about it because I'm special. I heard about it via a couple months before. It was not a couple months. It was like maybe a month before. But when it was for the interview, because obviously we were going to be talking about Bond during the interview. So I actually knew it about a month or so before. And it was funny because I just remember I just was like, dang, like he's making an anime. That's so crazy. I wonder what it's gonna be about. Of course, I remember I read the description saying it's gonna be an isekai, and I was like, of course, it's gonna be an isekai. I mean, he says it out. He says it's funny because he during the panel when he's just like, I'm making an isekai anime. I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of waiting to hear everyone else laugh like that, and like it was a fun time. That panel was probably one of my favorite panels, if not my favorite of AX of this last year. So, but yeah, anyways, I am yapping a lot about other things and not getting onto the review of the actual anime. Um, but moving forward, the whole point of this is that, hey, Gigguk, he's a great guy, and he put a lot of effort into this 18-minute short film, and all I say is I hella respect it. Like the music, everything was good. I think there's two criticisms I could say have is the first one. I don't. It's kind of a smaller criticism. It's not really. I honestly, I don't even think of much of it as a criticism. I just think it's like obviously it's like maybe like just a money issue. Obviously, it's like the animation is what I would say would be like industry standard. So I think it's still good. Like I don't think I'm not taking away from the animation. I think the animation is great. I mean, like obviously, not every production can be like an ufotable Demon Slayer, insane, where every freaking thing is just completely out of its mind, crazy animation. Completely understand. So, honestly, I think, yeah, I mean, like, obviously the animation is I would say standard. So, like I guess this is a small criticism. I mean, it would have been cool if the animation was better, but I completely understand why you probably couldn't do that. It's not everyone has unlimited money, so I totally get it. So the animation, but there is a lot of visual shots though. Like for example, like the shot at the very end here. I really like this shot where it just shows the dragon flying. It's just kind of just a still visual image of this world. That's just honestly like the key. I guess you'd say the key visuals for like it when like it would go through like this type thing, or would go like through like when it was like the tower. Those are really cool. Uh, I think that's it. Oh wait. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's just sorry. Tangent. Her wings are sticking out here. Sticking out. So yeah, it just goes through things. Okay. That was really random. But circling back to what I said. Yeah, the animation is good. It's what you can do for 18 minutes and with the budget he had. So like obviously I'd say that's kind of mean to say it's just industry standard. I think it's a little higher than standard. I still think the animation is great. Obviously, there's always there's some moments that some of the CGI moments. There's nothing much you can do about that. I get it. I still think they're fine. Obviously, Like, I guess you could say it's like, oh, like, the animation wasn't like the greatest of all time, but it was above standard. So that's what I would say. It's good. I still don't. I basically, that was my only takeaway. It's like, hey, it's above standard. It's decent animation. That's the word. It's decent animation, but it's good animation though. So it's for what you had, really good. And it was I kept talking about animation. That's not really my biggest criticism. My biggest criticism, and it's the one you're gonna get from probably everyone that watches this, it's just too short, man. There's just so much that can be explored. It's such an interesting concept, man. And I get it. You talked about how, yeah, you only had 18 minutes. But I think it's a criticism that I said that, but also I think it's a positive criticism because basically the fact that I can only tell you that the only thing I could see from this, the only real criticism I have is I just wish it was longer, was that, yeah, man, get more money. Get on them sponsorships. I'm just kidding. I totally get it. Like I said, you had 18 minutes and you did everything you could with 18 minutes. Some really big things though. That twist, once again, I told you I was going to talk about it later, but that twist with the whole thing with it being like almost like a me thinking at first it was a side by side. Oh, this is a really cool visual right here. This is really cool. I like this visual. Yeah, this is a really cool visual actually right here. Yeah, like the whole thing with was a Daichi was the person that she was that's basically. So I mean, hopefully my thinking is right on this. So back here when the parents were, I think they were killed. I think. I mean, you could correct me. I'm not sure. It looks like they were killed. I mean, it looks like they were engulfed by this monster. Was it the Ursha, I believe. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. So they died, is what I'm guessing. Like they're just gone. That's my guess. But yeah, this is just a really cool. And then basically Daichi becomes like the father figure of Rin growing up, and then like you realize, oh, so that first scene when we saw when we saw them both teleporting, it was a younger version of Daichi and older version of Rin. And like at first you think, oh, they're just switching places, but in reality, it's actually a almost like a symbolic like journey, like is showing that how he went on a journey because he wanted to find a new life for himself, and then how she went on a journey here on Earth to find a new life for herself. Which honestly, for 18 minutes, man, that was a really good twist. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's a really good twist. I remember I was like, oh, I mean, like I said, it's not anything mind blowing, but it's a nice, simple, creative twist that you used, and like it really got me like, oh, that's really cool. That's like one really big positive thing I really liked about this is that for the time you had, you were able to create this kind of cool little twist. So that's a I guess you could say brownie points because that's awesome. And then I really also liked, like I said earlier, I thought that the teleporting system itself, like when they were teleporting to the different worlds, was really cool. And then obviously the best sequence was this sequence, man. Like this is such a cool sequence when she's just running home and trying to get home, flying with the freaking dragon. It's a really cool sequence. Yeah, man, this is probably the best part of the anime. I'd say was this sequence, or I guess you could say it's my favorite part. Might be yours, might not be. I thought it was just a cool, like not just cool. I thought it was a phenomenal scene. So in any case, that was a really cool part of this short film. And another thing that's I guess you could say uh, some other things I really liked about it. That's another thing, but some other things I really liked about it. So the three things. There's three things. Obviously, the voice acting on both the English and the Japanese side, absolutely phenomenal. Sydney did an amazing job. Sid Snap, honestly, I know you were talking about how she hasn't really done voice acting in a while, but she did phenomenal for doing Rain on the English side. I thought she did a great job. And obviously the Japanese they're professionals too. Like they did an amazing job. Um, so yeah, so I think both the English and the Japanese are you can watch it in both languages. They're both great. And they just don't they really don't they I thought like maybe I might like the Japanese more, I might like the English more. They both provide something different, but also they stick to what I guess you could say Gigguk was trying to get at. So hey, like they're both great. So that's the big thing about it is voice acting is really good. The music, it's Kevin motherfucking Penkin, dude. Like he's done May in the Abyss. He's done Apothecary Diary or parts of Apothecary Diaries. I think he's done even parts of Demon Slayer. I think I might be wrong on that, but he's done so much phenomenal work, and he just continued. He just puts out nonstop bangers because like literally all of the songs that were in it, all the OSTs and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, like it's so good. It's so freaking good. Like the music was just so freaking good. I wish I could just listen to the last song right here, but I just have a feeling I'm gonna get muted if I do. So, but you can go and I mean, you probably I know that they're gonna be releasing the whole album here in a while, a little bit or soon. So you'll probably be able just to listen to it via that. So, but music wise, absolutely killed it. 10 out of 10. There is honestly it's 100 out of 10. It's freaking amazing. Like there's no way that's I could ever criticize anything like how because the music just makes I mean it really does make you feel things uh and gosh man like this is good man. I'm definitely gonna probably try to download it on like on my Apple Play Store or Play Store or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, great stuff on that. And then the third thing was what was it? And I think I mentioned this already. Yeah, just like some of like the they had really cool just like visuals like I said with that looked like the scene right here, the teleporting scene, and like the just like some of the visuals, the key visuals that I had. I want to just kind of chill on it for a bit. Dragons are really cool too. Yeah, obviously some of the other animation of the other parts, like I said, is a little bit more on the standard side, which is fine. It's fine. It works. It's not bad. It's good. It's just like obviously, like I said, like not everything could be affordable style. So, but yeah, those are the three things I've noticed. But yeah, all in all though, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, Gigguk, for making this anime. This short film anime will be an inspiration to many creators that come after you. And I mean, for me personally, I'm just happy to see that that you were able to do something that's not a lot of us are going to be able to do. I wish, I really wish I could make an anime myself. I don't think it's gonna happen. To be honest, not everyone in their life is going to be able to do something as incredible as this, as to create your own anime, your own. I guess you could say it's almost like yeah, this is like part of your legacy that you've created, and I think that's awesome, man. Like, and if you end up making more, I mean, I can't wait for it. But I just wanted to say that like I said, I really appreciate the fact that you went out of your way to make this anime, and I know you told a lot of uh, the viewers and people that support you that you didn't really do it for the money, and that is one of the most respectable things I ever heard. You made it because you were passionate about it. You loved these things, and you're an inspiration, man. And you're the goat. I know you're humble, and you say you'll never be like I'm never the greatest of all time, but you're one of the most special anime YouTubers, and you will go into the Hall of Fame whether you like it or not. Yeah, I know I'm glazing the hell out of you right now, but this is truth. Like, just know that's you've done something really special here, and all I want to do is just say thank you, and also thank you for allowing me to be able to even post this video. Not hopefully, I mean, I don't know if you'll even watch this, but if you do, cool. If you don't, that's okay. I mean I know I'm not a big creator myself. Honestly, I'm not much of a creator at all. So, in any case, thank you, Gigguk, and for yeah, just thank you. And finally, guys, I gotta make sure I put my rating. If I have to put my rating, it'll be out of 10. So if I had to put my rating.
それじゃあね。感じが。ねえねえ、りんちゃん。魔法使っ。
それはない。
ただいま。
おかえり。今夜はユーサニア名物大カレーだ。
いただきます。
どう？
最高。
Putting aside all my biases for Gigguk, that he's one of my favorite creators, one of the greatest animated YouTubers of all time. Putting all that aside, I would have to say, I believe my personal rating would be around an 8.5 to a 9. I'm more leaning towards 9. And the reason for that is because this message, it stood out to me. It reminds me that I am not alone. There are people out there that care about us. I mean, whether it's your mother, your father, a good friend, um, an auntie, an uncle, whatever. And we don't have to go through this world alone. And sometimes we may think that we're alone, but we're not. There's always someone that's there. And I mean, that resonates deeply with me. And so for me, now that I think about it like that, because of this message and because of what you've done, these characters that you created, I believe, for me personally, it's a 9. It's a 9 out of 10. The -1 for the 10, the only reason it's a -1 is like I said earlier. I wish there was more. That's the only reason it has a -1. So yes, I believe it's a 9. A 9 out of 10, and that's what I'll stand by. I think, and I hope I hope to see more. Um, I hope that's you get to a point, hey, might get to a point you might make like some kind of studio or something like that and make more stuff like this. That I would be so happy if I seen that. Anyways, that's all I have to say. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. This is phenomenal anime. I encourage anyone out there who wants to just see a message, wants to remember something about maybe I guess you'd say their home or something like that, because I believe Bond means home. They want to remember something out of this anime is that you always have a home, and that's it may not be where you actually live. It may not be like with some of the people that you associate with, but when you know it's home, you'll know. And so, with that, that's really it. My closing statement is just, yeah, keep going, Gigguk. You got this. Thank you. And that is it for my review, guys. Appreciates if you stuck around to the end. And you guys have a good day. That's it from G Wolf. Later.